You're an awesome speaker, but does the world know that? I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, and today we're talking about how to market your professional speaker business. Let's get right to it. I got 4 reasons for you why you want to market well your professional speaker business. The first thing is increased visibility. Seems obvious, but you gotta want to get your message out there, and you can't be afraid of a little self-promotion, especially if you believe passionately in what you talk about. Event organizers and people from organizations that are looking for speakers need to know that you exist and that your message is strong. The second thing is establishing authority. This is key. You don't just want to be seen. You want to be seen as the expert or authority figure or thought leader in your area. And people also want to know, what is the transformation they will go through when they experience your work or when they hear and see you speak. Number 3 is boost bookings. Now, you might also say this is obvious, but be careful, because being known and being seen out there on the internet these days doesn't mean you're actually getting hired. So marketing is not just about increasing your follower count or getting more replies to your blog. It should directly affect how many bookings you are getting. Number 4, and maybe the not so obvious one, is diversifying income streams. Maybe you're known out there for just being a speaker, which is fine if that's your primary source of revenue and the main way your business functions, which for many of you it probably is. But think about the other ways you can affect positive change and increase people's understanding, knowledge, make the impact you want to make. It's not all just from the stage. In other cases, you might be able to help people as well, and there goes some diversified income streams. Now I have 10 steps for you to effectively market your business. So we went through the why, and now here's the how. Number 1, define your brand. What is it exactly that you stand for? What is it that you talk about? Why do you do what you do? Who do you want to impact? And what should they believe in you before they even hear you speak? Number 2, a great website. Now, you don't need to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to have all the bells and whistles. I believe a good website simply means it communicates your message clearly and makes it really easy for people to understand what it is that you do. And then they can get a hold of you pretty simply. Number 3, content marketing. You want to put together terrific content. Now, I know that's a buzzword out there in the interwebs these days, but it really should be content that's super meaningful, displays your expertise, and really passes on the message that you want to share with people. And maybe it doesn't give away all your secrets, but it certainly helps people make progress just from taking in that content. And then number 4, directly related to the content, is the social media strategy. Making sure that there's a way that that content is going to get into the hands and eyes of people who need to see it. Number 5, networking. IRL, or in real life. You can do it online, and that's great. And that also falls into this category, but networking with people in person. Don't underestimate the ability to shake someone's hand and introduce yourself and ask them some questions about themselves and what it is that they do. That's why networking is so powerful, especially in this industry. And then also email marketing. How about all those people that you do network with? You can't call them all up every day or send them text messages. You don't want to annoy people, but if you get their email and you provide great information via email, you can really stay in contact and build that network out and maintain those relationships. Number 7, testimonials and reviews. There's nothing more powerful than someone else selling you, or at least someone else telling others how great you were and why they should book you. So make sure you capture great testimonials and reviews from the people that you've already taught something great or already given an amazing transformation. The next thing, something that I'm certainly not well versed in, but SEO and SEM, search engines, are key these days. That's how people find business. They find all kinds of other professionals in their lives. You know that they're looking for speakers as well. So make sure that you have some help in this area, that your search engine things are set up well to share your message. Number 9, public relations. Well, you're going to be a public figure if you're speaking to people, right? So you want to make sure your PR is on point. There's plenty of professionals that you can hire to help you with this. But even before you're in a position to hire a professional PR person, you want to do your best on your own to make sure that the public has a good understanding of what it is that you do and you have the most positive image you possibly can. And finally, number 10, like any good planning scenario, you want to monitor and adjust what's going on. All of the things that we've mentioned today can and should be tweaked as time goes on. Maybe your message shifts a little bit, or maybe you realize the market is looking for something else, or maybe you realize one of the strategies just isn't working very well and you need to make a change. Don't be afraid to shift. But also, you must monitor. I have to highlight this because it can be easy to fall into the same pattern of activity over and over again. But if you do the monitoring, you measure things, you'll more easily realize what does need to change. And then the adjustments will be smooth. In conclusion, marketing is important to any business, but especially in the speaker business. It is vital that people understand what it is that you talk, teach, and inspire about. And what is that transformation that they will go through? And that's what I mentioned earlier, and I want to highlight it again. Because when you're marketing as a speaker, that is what you need to focus on. What are people going to feel after they hear and see you speak? I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, hoping you do well in your marketing and wishing you a generous rest of your week.